8 o'clock coffee mix, wrapping it up on a Tuesday. Yes, not a Monday, it's a Tuesday, day after Labor Day. 8:25, you're waking up with the number one Bill and Jessica show.
What's up? Good morning. It's going to be sunny today and warm. Temps in the 90s today.
Yeah, crazy 90s. That's how it does here on the shore. It gets like cool. You think fall's coming, then all of a sudden you have the second summer.
It's nice and hot.
Isn't that right, Mayor Rick? You have like a second summer right here on the shore every year. Like school week, everybody goes back to school and then it gets like 90 degrees. Isn't that something?
That's right. As soon as the kids have to go back in the classroom,
I know. Well, you know what? They do that so the parents can go celebrate that the kids are out of the house.
And, it is the first day of school in Worcester County in public schools. So, congrats to all the kids, and we wish them all the best year possible.
Yes.
As they return to school here after a great summer season.
Well, you have a couple grandkids going back, right?
I do. Brantley's starting the 8th grade, and Everly's going into 1st grade this year.
Oh, God.
8th grade. Wow.
They grow up quick, don't they, Bill?
I know.
Wow,
Bryce is starting
really
the 8th
do.
grade as well. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It happens fast.
Unbelievable. So, well, look, thank you so much for, checking in after a busy holiday weekend. Can you kind of reflect on, things that happened in town over the weekend? I know there was a lot of people in town to celebrate the Labor Day holiday.
Yeah, it was a beautiful weekend. I mean, I don't remember a Labor Day weekend any prettier than the one we just experienced. First off, it's hard to believe it's after Labor Day already.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Once July 4th came, the summer just accelerated, just whizzed by. But it was a great weekend, and I think the real story this weekend was the Ocean City Beach Patrol.
Yes.
We were experiencing rough surfs and rip tides as a result of the storms that were off our coast and passing by. And, our number of guards has been reduced because the guards going back to school and leaving. I think we had 34 guard stands up, and we had 15 guards out on quads patrolling the beach. But with the rough surf, even though there were extensive warnings to everybody, really maybe not go into the water at all. You do. It was modified swimming, only up to your knees. But still, people were going out, and Ocean City Beach Patrol on Saturday alone, they brought in 240 people.
Wow.
And, that's a tremendous number, for the amount of guards that we had out there. And, there were some injuries, but, we were able to hold the line, as the Director of Emergency Services, Joe Theobald, said, and protect, those that were out there and were on the beach. And, I think we had all just thank the Ocean City Beach Patrol, the men and women of the Beach Patrol, and, just the unbelievable job they do all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out to the Ocean City Beach Patrol. I don't think they get enough props.
In particular, this past weekend, I mean, we had guards that were being treated for exhaustion and,
Wow.
dehydration because they just didn't have time, to take care of themselves because they were taking care of everybody else. So if you see a lifeguard or think about it or whatever on Facebook, say something, congratulate them, just thank them for a terrific job, and we really owe them an awful lot for dedicated service.
Right. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, Ocean City Beach Patrol and the guards, and they just do an incredible job, in and around Ocean City, and I don't think they get enough props. We're always thanking the first responders, which definitely deserve it. Police and fire and paramedics, etc. But sometimes we forget about the Beach Patrol, and I think they do an amazing job. And it definitely showed this weekend.
What a tremendous, what a responsibility. And I know it's taxing for them to be on those stands and, having to watch each and every individual that's out there. And thanks to EMS, I know, and fire department responded to some of the scenes as well. So just, a tremendous job done by all. And again, let's remember to thank the lifeguards.
Absolutely. Now, as far as the town went, there were plenty of people in town. I know. How did you see the crowds, and how did business do over the weekend in Ocean City?
Well, businesses should have had a terrific weekend. The crowds were, they exceeded what my expectations were. I know I was up on the boardwalk riding my bike early Sunday and Saturday and Sunday mornings. Mm-hmm. By 9:30, the beach was packed.
Full.
Wow.
Yeah, and the boardwalk. Even last night, we were out on the boardwalk. Had sat outside and had dinner at Shenanigans because it was such a beautiful night, and the crowds. They were still here. It was an amazing weekend, beautiful weather, and I'm sure everybody that was here had a great time.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You said about you went to dinner last night. Last night was Monday, so a lot of people leave on Labor Day to go back home. But it seems like people are sticking around.
Not anymore.
Yeah, like on the way in this morning, we come to work before 6 a.m. We start on the air at 6, and I'm driving in, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, all these cars are supposed to be out of here. What's going on here? It seems like they stick around.
That day is long past, and there's a lot of people here, for the week, and then we anticipate the weekends to be, huge, all the way through September into October. This coming weekend we have Wine Fest on the beach. That'll be Friday and Saturday, and that's a nice draw, nice event. It's kind of, it has a little bit of that off-season feel, but, it's outside, down at the inlet, on the beach and everything. I mean, those are the kind of things people really love to come to Ocean City to enjoy because they're outside, they're near the ocean, and it's really something different and special for them. So this just continues on, and the Wine Fest is a good example of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I did want to mention a couple events that were coming up. You did mention the Wine Fest, and you say that happens at the Inlet downtown?
Yes.
Okay, very good. That's going on this weekend. After that, of course, September the 11th, we always remember. It's a very, unique, somber day. You guys are having the 9/11 Parade of Brothers Boardwalk Motorcycle Ride, which is always a big deal.
Yes, and that's the Red Knights put that on, and we've been doing it ever since. I guess ever since the first year after 9/11, and
wow.
We do a brief ceremony, at the Firemen's Memorial on the boardwalk. I've been there every year, and we'll honor those that gave their lives really during that horrific attack and horrific event, and thank them, and just remember them, and remember everything that everybody has done to protect this great country. So
absolutely, it's crazy that it's 2023 and. That happened so long ago that our kids, they're just learning about it. Like we actually experienced it. It's amazing. I'm sure you talk to your grandkids or whatever, and they don't even weren't born then, and it's like, this is just crazy.
It is. And, it's interesting. We have a large crowd of people will show up, and a lot of people just walking by join in, but people bring their kids. And I think that, they want the kids to really remember and to know what happened. But it's a somber affair, but at the same time, it's something that, we're celebrating those that really did everything for all of us so that we can continue to do what we do today. So it's a day of remembrance, and it's always something that, I think is really special to be held right there on the Firemen's Memorial on the boardwalk.
Yes, absolutely. Another big event that's coming up that, we're always, happy to be a part of is the OC Bike Fest. Delmarva Bike Week. That's always huge every year. Talk to us a little bit about what you guys are expecting for Bike Fest.
Bike Week, gets bigger every year. It's a great crowd of people. The only complaints we get about Bike Week is the noise. Well, I was told a long time ago.
Right.
I was told a long time ago by some guys who rode motorcycles, it's just no fun to ride a quiet bike. But they're really great visitors, and they go to all the businesses in town, and they're really popular with all the business owners. They're very polite, very courteous, and it's really a nice group. And they've got some great entertainment planned for down on the boardwalk. I mean, down at the inlet where they hold the event. So that should be another nice event. And the key is, let's just knock on wood here. I just found some that, this weather holds up.
Yeah.
And, we're able to coast all the way through here and this fall season with some decent weather.
Well, look, before you know it, Mayor Rick, we're going to be having our St. Patrick's Day Parade meeting.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, we got a few events. We hope to get through Bike Week. We've got cruising, We've got the C3 concert, which, everybody, is just, really excited about. So should be a very exciting, late summer, fall season here in Ocean City.
Absolutely. OCOcean.com. Day after Labor Day. Mayor Rick Meehan, we appreciate you. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for checking in, my friend. You have a great week.
Absolutely. You all have a great week as well. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. There he goes, Mayor Rick Meehan in Ocean City. Again, anything OC, check out OCOcean.com and keep it right here. It's a Bill and Jessica show. It's 8:35. Speaking of events, we got a big event coming up.
We do.
Festival Hispano. Here's all the 411.